Okay, so let's go over the name and number of the cranial nerves one more time. Cranial nerve number 1, olfactory; 2, optic; 3, oculomotor; 4, trochlear; 5, trigeminal; 6, abducens; 7, facial; 8, vestibulocochlear; 9, glossopharyngeal; 10, vagus; 11, accessory; and 12, hypoglossal. And the easiest way to remember them in order is right here. Oh, once one take the anatomy finals, very good vacations. Oops. Very good vacations are heavenly. Olfactory, optic, oculomotor, trochlear, trigeminal, abducens, facial, vestibulocochlear, glossopharyngeal, vagus, accessory, hypoglossal. And how will you remember which one is sensory, which one is motor, and which one is both sensory and motor? So, cranial nerve number 1 is sensory. Cranial nerve number 2 is sensory. Third, oculomotor is a motor nerve. Trochlear, motor. Trigeminal is both sensory and motor. Abducens is motor. Facial, both sensory and motor. Vestibulocochlear, sensory. Glossopharyngeal, both sensory and motor. Vagus, both sensory and motor. Accessory, motor. And hypoglossal is a motor nerve. Easiest way to remember: some say money matters, but my brother says big boobs matter most. That's how we remember the functions of the cranial nerves. Not the detailed functions, but at least we can remember which one is sensory, which one is motor, and which one is both sensory and motor, this way. All right. On your exam, now this is a common video for my anatomy students and also for my anatomy and physiology students. So if you are taking anatomy with me, I will ask you about some very basic functions. For example, I can ask you, what's the function of cranial nerve number 2? I can ask you, what's the function of the vagus nerve? Like very, very basic functions. And of course, that will be multiple choice. If you are taking A&P with me, you must know the cranial nerve name, number, and of course, function is detailed. So the chart, try to memorize or try to understand and review the chart many times, and you will have couple of questions, not couple, actually few questions on this chart. Okay, that concludes my cranial nerve